flakiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Off the boot, looking for his man. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Running into the open space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on the stage like that?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's Sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that one.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They want to run it left here. Fights off a defender. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be changing the route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those 2 guys able to link up.
The give to the back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. There he goes. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. He wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Cal! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. Off and running. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys win in there. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick completion on the out route. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. All down, Liddell moves the sticks as he picks up the first down.
No gain on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Washington. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
He's knocked down.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep. And that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's James. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback...
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab inbounds.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Davidson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in.
Turning it on! That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal.
Military stunt. Got it?
They'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Golden Bears! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Gonna run it. It's Cox. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Second down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 10-yard line, but they are in business in the red zone. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Pickup of 10. 1st down for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it in stride at the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together.
He uncorks one deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Makes the catch. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Marshall. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got a man, it's McClain. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
UCLA 38, Cal 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking to pass. He fires to the left side. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make him force the...
He's looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado State rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Canvas Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. On the run, it's Davidson. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Looking for more room. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
On the double.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Cox. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's caught. It's Matthews. At the 35, he's open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Rides to back and leaves it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And that is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Takes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Running to Green. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Coming into this one,